video I'm going to talk about the new paradigm of law of attraction. And we know the old paradigm, don't we? It goes back to Napoleon Hill and the film The Secret. But this is a new paradigm. This is a new way of thinking about it, and it's going to be a lot more effective. If this resonates with you, please carry on and watch this video. Welcome to my channel. My name's Lorraine and I help people live with passion, purpose and positivity. Let's dive right into this video. The new paradigm of law of attraction. Now that sounds revolutionary, doesn't it really? But it's something that I've been learning lately from somebody called Nick Breau, and he's an Abraham Hicks follower, fan like I am. To me they're the best teachers on the planet. And he feels that way as well, and he's built his business around it. So the reason that I've come up with this new paradigm is from him. So I'm not claiming it's my new paradigm, it's his. And it's from his book, Power Manifesting, which I recently bought on my Kindle, which I'm going to do another video on to review that book, because I've read it all the way through quickly, and now I'm going to read it through slowly, and I'm going to write things down and go through beliefs that I've got. And there's so much in this book, and to me he's a really good teacher. So the old paradigm versus the new paradigm, I'm going to discuss it, and there's going to be steps. So if you want to get a pen and paper, you can write down these steps. And I'm going to discuss it, the perspectives of the old paradigm, the perspectives and steps of the new paradigm. And I've written something down here, and I put it on a board. This is the board. So, well, I'll get that out in a minute. But the law of attraction, I hope you understand the law of attraction. The law of attraction is like gravity. It's a law of the universe, and it's controlled by vibration, the vibration that you're in. If you're in a high vibration, you're feeling good, you're on a frequency that matches that vibration, and you get circumstances and events to equal that. Also, if you're of a low vibration, if you're feeling depressed, angry or not forgiving, you're also on that very low frequency, and you'll meet people, situations and events equal to that. So that's a short version. So everything is energy. We're all vibrating at a certain frequency, like a radio dial like the channel on a radio dial. You wriggle the knob around, don't you, to find the channel. That's what we're like. We give out an energy. We give out a frequency. So bearing that in mind, it's good. It's a good idea to get to know what frequency you're on and live on that high vibrational level. And this is what I'm here to help teach you, and to live a life of passion, purpose and positivity. So I've written this down here, the 5 key perspectives, which I did get from Nick Breau, on the old paradigm versus the new paradigm, and I'll go through each one, but I've also got some steps here that you can implement into your life. So the old paradigm, the first one is lack mindset. And lack mindset, a lot of us have got lack mindset. If we've not got much money, or we're wanting something, we're wanting a relationship, and we think we're thinking about wanting them things, but we're in this lack mindset. We're not embodying the desire, are we? We are in a lack mindset. We think, I want a relationship, I want that car, I want that money. That's not going to bring you what you want. You've got to get on that frequency of already having that. So that's the old paradigm, and it's like living in 3D and 4D, which I don't really want to get into, but I will discuss it in another video maybe. But a lot of us are living in 3D. We just see what's out there in our material world, and we react to what's out there in our material world. But there's so much more. There's so much more to us, to the universe, and we're very, very powerful. And nobody, even I, even the greatest teacher on the planet, I'm sure they don't realise how powerful they are. But I would like to have a go at getting there, wouldn't you? So that's number 1. So the new paradigm perspective is completeness. So when you understand that no matter where you are in life, you are complete, you're whole, worthy and complete, just as you are, without the material things, without the partner, without the money, you're whole and complete now, believe it, and when you feel that, it does feel really good, doesn't it? You don't have to get things to be worthy on this planet. You're worthy just by existing. You know, you're worthy of everything that you desire, but you're worthy without them things. And that feels such a relief, don't you think, to know that you are worthy regardless. So right, let's get to number 2. Fear. Fear-based responses and perspectives. So a lot of us live in fear, don't we? It's part of the human nature, isn't it, to live in fear? We've got the coronavirus, the pandemic, and a lot of people are living in fear and they're worrying about getting it. But when we understand that when we live in fear, we are dropping our immune system, we're dropping everything that we've got available to us when we live in fear, when we focus on it, when we focus on something that we want, like what I've just talked about, or focusing lack of love in our life, lack of the car we want, we're living in fear that by the fact that we possibly can't get it. But the new paradigm says love is the answer to that. Love is the answer to fear. Love-based responses and perspectives. When you know everything is love, that's why we're here. That's the reason we're on this planet, isn't it? To experience love for ourselves, experience love for our family, friends, everybody on the planet, because we are all connected. We're all connected by this universal source energy called law of attraction. And there's no getting away from it, and it's going to be working for you whether you realise it or not. It's like gravity. You don't say, oh, I've worked on gravity today, I'm not being thrown off the planet. You don't, you take it for granted. It's the same with the law of attraction. You're vibrating at a frequency every single minute of every single day. So turn your fear into love. When you feel a fearful thought, say, love is the answer, love. Love, I love that person that's just said that nasty thing to me, and I don't like what they said, but I'm going to give them unconditional love anyway. So number 3, resistance. Pushing against the unwanted. So I've just talked about that, haven't I? So you've got something in your life that you don't want, you keep thinking about it, you've got resistance, and you know when you're feeling resistance because you feel uncomfortable, you're worrying about it, you're not feeling at one with the universe. That's resistance. That resistance, you'll benefit greatly when you learn to acknowledge this resistance, know the feeling, and move into a less resistant place. So here in the new paradigm, we're going into acceptance, full allowance, no pushing against. So you're accepting your situation. Let's say you've lost your job and you're worried about getting another job, and understandably, you know, you've got to pay your bills and everything, but that's probably a lesson from the universe to go on a different path, do something that you love doing, accept it, and then your new, better feeling situation will come to you. You know, so acceptance, it feels good to accept, it feels relief to accept exactly where you are, everything in your life, there's no failure, everything in your life is there for a reason, it's there to teach you a lesson, even though at this moment in time it doesn't feel like it. Later on you'll think, yes, I did learn this, that person did teach me this, because that person is a mirror to your vibration, the frequency that you're giving out. So contrast is number 4, non-serving, need to solve perspective. So yeah, contrast is a little bit similar to resistance. Contrast is something in your life that is not, you don't like, and you're not feeling good about it, and it's a little bit similar to resistance. And the answer to that is appreciation of the unpreferred, if you can see it here. I've written it all out. So yes, appreciation. So yes, so you've got contrast in your life and you don't like it, but when you come to understand that you can appreciate them things and know that them things are brought to you to help you grow as a person. You know, you don't like the fact that your partner walked out on you, even though deep down you really knew that it wasn't working, didn't you? You knew that you weren't suited to each other, but you still carried on because you didn't like being on your own. But they've now left you, and in, let's say, a month, a year, 2 years, tomorrow even, you can accept that. You can accept, yes, we had our good times, but we weren't suited. And now I'm open to meeting someone new. And acceptance will get you over that devastating feeling of loss and grief, because it's like grief, isn't it? For you to move forward and meet somebody else, or just cultivate self-love. So yeah, so attachment, pushing against what isn't. Again, it's as similar to the other things, but totally different. So attachment, when you're feeling attached to something, you're feeling attached to that desire that you want, and you're feeling resistance and contrast, and you know. But the answer is to give up that attachment and like let it go. Just let it go. Don't think about it. If you keep thinking about that attachment to something or somebody, you can just practice letting it go and just like allowing it to just unfold properly. You know. So the perspective for that is non-attachment, complete allowance of what is. So complete allowance of what is, and that does feel great, doesn't it? Which goes on to these are all things that I've learnt from the book, and also Nick Breau gives something called the collectives, which is like a community where he does like calls, and I learnt a lot of this stuff from this and the book. So the next steps I'm going to talk about is this, and it's sort of based on what I've already talked about here, but it's really going into the new paradigm. So step one, and it's something that I've been practicing lately, and that is love and acceptance. Accept your exact reality exactly the way it is. So love and accept your reality exactly the way it is. Now we don't, do we? We want more. We're always wanting more. But when you can love and accept it as it is, warts and all, you know, your teenage children, the washing piling up, your lazy partner, accept it all. But then I'm going to go on to say some more things. Accept it all where it is. It's teaching you, and then you get like this relief feeling that, you know, it's all working out perfectly. So step two, be clear and detailed on what you want, where and who you want to be. So it sort of like contradicts that first one really, but it doesn't when we go on to the next steps. When you get clear about exactly what you want, write it down, go into details, embody the desire, and the universe knows exactly what you want then. You're not being wishy-washy, you're being clear, you're feeling it, you know it, and that is good. And them desires will come quicker when you love and accept yourself where you are. So all these steps are interlinked. So step three, choose and hold the vision. So that desire that you want, hold the vision with your mind, body and soul. Embody it. Be that person as you're walking around. Not act as if, be as if. You know, control your identity. Choose and hold it, and that's who you are. And then the next step is seek alignment. Step 4, seek alignment. That seek alignment means feeling good. It means being of a high vibration. It's in alignment with the energies of the universe. It's being in alignment with who you really are. And when you're like that, things come so much quicker and easier. You're feeling in flow. You've set your desires, but you've let them go, and you're accepting yourself where you are. So it brings me on to step number 5, which is follow the formula for your highest excitement. So yeah, so it's a little bit different from number 4. You know, you feel excited about something, you've got something coming up. That shows that you're on the right path. You know, you're in alignment, you're feeling good, you're feeling excited. That means you're on the right path and you're living in the new paradigm. And I strongly recommend that you do all these 5 steps for the new paradigm. It's not a happy life to live in that old perspective, is it? The old way of thinking. I think this new paradigm puts everything into perspective and explains the law of attraction in more detail. And anyway, I hope this helps you. I'm learning with you all along the way. I've been studying the law of attraction since 2008, but I'm still learning. It's ongoing. It's never, you never get it done. You cannot get it wrong, as Abraham would say. So yeah, so if this interests you, I'm going to put a link in the description below. I've got a law of attraction ebook called It Works. I'll put a link for that. It's free and it explains the law of attraction in very simple terms. It was written by an anonymous millionaire nearly 100 years ago, and I've made it into a PDF ebook. I'll also put a link to my website which shows all the things that I'm doing, and my Instagram and Facebook page. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification. Blessings to you, my friends. Much love and namaste.